tips for no fixed address for us. I'm officially launching my new hobby. As some of you may know, I turned 65 this week. I'm very, very excited about it. Get a little depressed when people say that they don't like getting old, because actually I love it. I've never been happier. What's super cool for me about being 65 is now our kids worry about us instead of the other way around. Just a little bit of a background. We actually are happily homeless, Peter and I. We've been married almost 44 years. 45, 44, I think it's 44. And so what we do is we're semi-retired and we get to travel wherever we want, whenever we want, and we work remotely. So I'm going to be doing, a lot of people have asked us, how do you do what you do? How, what's it like living abroad? What's it like being an expat? How can you stand not living in the same place for more than about a week? And anyway, it's a great lifestyle choice for us, so I did want to share a little bit about it. Here we are in Labuan Bajo in the Komodo National Park. Busy place, as you can see, with the boats. They're actually quite noisy as well when they get going. Fantastic location, and the major draw here, of course, is the Komodo dragons. Anyway, I've done a little blurb on this particular area that we've been in for the last 8 nights, so I won't go into detail here. This is really officially the first beginning of my new hobby, which is going to be doing some travel vlogs and some vlogs and various posts on it. We are travelers that travel on a budget, but we're not budget travelers. So that does sound like a bit of a contradiction, but what it really means is that we look for bargains, we find bargains, and that's the way that we travel, and we're able to travel a lot to different places. Just to give you an idea, we're spending this winter in Bali. Fabulous place. It's the 3rd time we've been here, 2 years before COVID, and then now we're back again for another winter. And we use Bali as our base to travel from. So for instance, this flight over here to Komodo Island was only an hour-long flight, less than $200 return, easy breezy. We also have gone from Bali to Kuala Lumpur. The flight ticket there was unbelievably only $47 one way, plus taxes, blah, blah, blah. So the return was less than $200 to go to Kuala Lumpur for a week as well. Anyway, so that's what we do. Because we've got time on our side, we're able to find bargains when they come up, and I want to share those with you as we go along. I also want to just share my love and passion of travel. It is my #1 passion. I've been traveling since I was a little girl. My first time alone, my very first experience was when I was 12 years old in Ontario, and I took the bullet train. It was actually called the turbo train at the time, and it was the fastest train from Toronto to Montreal. And how that started my love of travel was I just wanted to go. And my parents had friends in Montreal outside of the area in a ski resort, and I just really wanted to go and travel. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know anything about them. So they actually just showed me a picture of them. When I said I wanted to go somewhere, that's what they suggested, and I wanted to go on a train. Anyway, they showed me a picture of them. So they put me on the train in Oakville, Ontario, and lo and behold, the train broke down. It was their inaugural run. The train broke down. We were without power, without lights, for about 12 hours. And for me, that's where my love of adventure travel started. When we finally rolled into Quebec, I was tired, but already had an adventure and did meet up with the friends of my parents. We had a wonderful week. I loved the different culture there, of course, with the French, etc. And so from then on, I've just always loved to travel and have been very fortunate to do so. So I chose as my career to be in the travel business. So As soon as I graduated from university, I went in and became a travel agent in Oakville. I'm eternally grateful to the McTavishes, McTavish Travel, who gave me my first start. And from there, I then went on to work at Seapier Holidays as a sales rep, so traveling around to travel agencies. And then from there, I became a sales manager and also went to Skylark Holidays as a sales rep. Some of these went out of business, so by nature of them closing, had to move on, and ended up at Wardair as national sales manager of Wardair for a few years. Then, after having my third child, we moved out west from Toronto to Vancouver area, and we opened a travel agency. So we ran a travel agency in Abbotsford, British Columbia for 20 years. And then when we sold the travel agency, we went sailing across the Pacific for 7 years. Fabulous, fabulous time. And I know lots of people are interested in that, hopping on a sailboat, heading out into the wild blue yonder. And then when we sold the sailboat, we moved up to Silver Star for 10 years in the winter time. So we, lived in Silver Star during the winter. We still at this time had the sailboat that we sailed in the summer. Anyway, long story short, we've been very, very, very fortunate to have traveled quite extensively, and a lot of adventure travel as well. So I know lots of you are interested in that. And so the whole idea of this, what I'm doing now in my golden years, is to just share some ideas on travel, especially for those that are in my age demographic who want to take advantage of the fact that they have more time and possibly even money. I'm sorry about the noise in the background here. The engines are rather loud, so I hope you can hear me. But I do just want to say that one of the ways that we love to travel is by cruise ship instead of flying. And that again is the advantage of having more time. So just to give you a teaser, when we cruised over here, we cruised from Seattle to Australia for 24 days for $700 US. So it was less than the price of an air ticket. So anyway, I'm looking forward to sharing some of those with you and sharing where you can find some of these bargains. But I also invite you to let me know what is it that you're interested in. I've done the Camino Trail, hiked Mount Kilimanjaro, hiked to base camp in Mount Everest, done the West Coast Trail hike a few times, various other adventure travels, gone to Machu Picchu. So let me know what you're interested in, what sort of questions you do have. I just want to share with like-minded people, and I also welcome all of your tips and ideas and things you've learned. I'm going to share things on how to save money on drinks on airplanes, how to save on using your travel points, ideas like that. So I'm just really, really excited about this. I thank you and welcome your questions and suggestions all along. So coming to you again from the Komodo National Park in Indonesia. Thank you, and we'll see you again in my next destination.